Hello everybody, Gina and Clowny from Clowntown Paranormal. We're here with the next installment of the Clowny saga. So I'm going to say right away, if you guys are impatient, there's a really cool video at the end after my speech here. So if you want to skip, just skip to the end and look at the video, but the story is important. So this video is about Shirley. I had to write everything down. There's a lot here. So I acquired Shirley from a friend who was cleaning out her aunt's house. At the time, my friend didn't like dolls. So I went to her house. She had a bunch of her aunt's dolls. And I bought 3 of them, I think. So one of them was Shirley. Shirley was repaired by her aunt. She had a missing arm, so her aunt made her like a stuffed arm and a little sling. So Shirley had a little sling. So I had Shirley for many years, maybe about 5 or 6 years. She had a very mischievous smile, and she had, I just said she had a sling and everything. When I got GhostTube, in the beginning, I was getting a lot of really scary words. A lot of words suggesting fire, murdered, convict, stuff like that. I was very confused at the time since I had no idea who was using the meter. I didn't know if it was Clowny. I didn't know how many spirits were using the meter. So this was kind of in the beginning before I had the investigation. Skipping ahead to when we had the investigation, which will be in the next couple videos. The investigation happened about a week after I got rid of Shirley. The result of our investigations, which was done by 2 brothers, Extreme Paranormal out of Connecticut, was basically the man in my house hates my dolls, and he was trying to make me get rid of them one by one in the order of how powerful the spirit was. So I'll get to that in another video. But so this is what I think. So I think he tried Clowny first, making Clowny be known on the FaceTime and all this stuff, thinking I would be freaked out by it and I would get rid of Clowny. But it was the opposite. I was excited and I got Clowny a meter, and here we are. So about a week or so before the investigation, I did an Instagram live. I was getting freaked out. I didn't know what was going on, and I was asking for help. In the live, I discussed what had been going on and the crazy GhostTube words I was getting. So the activity in my house started to escalate. There was 3 significant events before I had the Instagram live happen. So one of the events was I was in my kitchen and somebody blew on my neck twice. It was like 2 breaths on my neck, and it was pretty obvious. So I turned around and I said, "Clowny, was that you?" And as soon as I turned around, I got so dizzy that I almost passed out, and I had to sit down for a minute, and my whole vision was all like spots. It was like orange spots. Nothing like that had ever happened to me before. The second thing that happened, this was in like a week or 2. The second thing that happened was the night that I was doing the Instagram live. Before I did it, in the other room, I was hearing pretty obvious footsteps and paper rustling and stuff like that. So I was getting a little freaked out. It was pretty significant. This was right before I had the Instagram live. Also, one night I was on FaceTime with my dad right before the Instagram live, and I was talking to him about the GhostTube words. So there was a lot of references about fire. So I asked Clowny if she died in a fire. Well, as soon as I asked her that, all at once, the phone flashed, the light flickered, the meter beeped, and the FaceTime completely shut off. So all of that happened all at once. So honestly, that was probably one of the craziest things that has happened. It was pretty wild. So I thought Shirley was doing the flashes on the phone, but those started back up for a while after Shirley had been gone for months. So we'll get to that in another video, but Clowny told me she's the one that was making the phone flash. So during the Instagram Live, as you'll see in the video after my little speech here, someone was playing with the lights on the phone, and we determined that they were playing with the flash on my phone. They were making it go on and off. As soon as I brought Shirley into the screen, the lights started flicking on and off. So somebody was telling me about Shirley. Combined with the GhostTube mentioning Shirley by name, it said, Shirley damaged. What is that? Damaged. They were talking about her arm in a sling. Combined with my two friends telling me she gave them a headache, and me just getting freaked out with the thought that there was an evil doll in the house, I made the extremely sad decision to get rid of Shirley. So all I can say is the man in the house was successful in making me get rid of one of the dolls, which after I got rid of Shirley, I said, I'm not getting rid of any more of my dolls. I cried about it. I was really sad because Shirley was part of the family. So I made a deal with the man in the house that I would not bring any more dolls into the house as long as I lived here. So far, I've held pretty true to my promise. So something was up with Shirley. To this day, I don't know what it is. I don't know what was up with Shirley. I didn't know what to do with Shirley. So my friend that I got her from, we became friends, and she ended up liking the dolls, and she actually wanted Shirley back but didn't tell me about it. So Shirley went back home. She's safe. She's at my friend's house. But something was up with Shirley. So that's the story about Shirley. When Shirley left the house, things definitely calmed down. So I still don't know what was up with Shirley. But next you'll see the video of the Instagram Live, and you'll see the lights flashing on and off on the pad of paper when I bring Shirley into the screen. So it was pretty wild. So enjoy. Clowny, did you tell me about Shirley? Shit, her meter just went to a dead zero. I don't know what her and Shirley were doing. Anyway, this is Shirley. Shirley lives over there. Patrick, I used a digital meter I got on eBay. The brand is